Okay, maybe that's better now. Not sure. I don't know why my mic is a bit off today. Don't know what the reason is, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with the mic today. For some reason it's muddy as hell. What's going on with that mic today? I have absolutely no idea what's wrong with it. By the way, can you catch up what I'm trying to say? Yeah, a couple people managed to win a few, you know. Some people won some people lost some. But yeah, we got somebody who won the 25. Light was not here, which was funny. He was really pumped up for the 25. Alright, let me go back quickly. Man, that's 18k. I actually did all the boring stuff off stream today. Kind of proud of myself. Managed to get everything to tier 5 off stream. It was a pretty unpleasant grind, to be honest. I was locked in as hell trying to do it. Alright, actually I need to build a house real quick. Let's go to this island. Okay, let's go quickly to this island. I need to build a house. We need a chest. Okay, let's see, build, we need a house. So we need 30, we need 180 lime block. There we go. Okay, let me quickly go grab 180 limestone. We will need some rough stones and rough logs. Yeah, it's sad for Light that he was not able to participate for some reason. Well, there is still one big giveaway. You know, the Rage Glow is still up for grabs at the end of the month, so that's something. Okay, oh my god. How much is the repair bill? 64k. We have a bunch of stuff we don't. Let's quickly sell these. Birch. We don't need that. Souls. Hemp. Actually, I'm gonna keep all of the enchanted mats simply because I think I want to do some refining with this tractor. Oh my god, these are absolute dog. Chestnut logs. Do we need chestnut? I think we do. Okay, so now we need rough stone. I think we need like 3 rough logs. I think we need like, not sure. I'll buy 20. I'll buy 11 more. And we need limestone blocks. 1. Who is selling 1 block? Okay, I think we need 100 something. Alright, let's buy these. Alright, cool. Okay, we should buy 1,000 items on the marketplace. There we go. And the game keep giving us fireworks that I don't want. Yo, what's good? I moved house. Ooh, you moving house? Oh, that's a hustle. I've done it. Yeah, today I managed to do the boring part off stream. We got everything up to tier 5, and holy smokes. No, we don't want to expand. We want to visit. I really need chests on this island just so I can see how much we make. I really want to separate the profits for everything. Fill all. There we go. We got our first house. Decorations, furniture, 1. Okay, so we can put a chesty here. Do I have a chest? No, we need to go grab a chest now. God damn it, Michael. Right. What's good, Springtrap? How's it going, mate? By the way, calls, I'm starting today to make a spreadsheet for whoever wins the most amount of huskies. I still think that you lead with 2. Everybody has got 1. Chests. We need a chest. Furniture. Where is the furniture? God damn it, furniture. There we go. Novice chest is kind of garbage. Expert chest. These are kind of the best. Alright. I'm not sure if I can place a tier 5 chest in a tier 2 house. So let's actually double down and make sure we pick one of these. There we go. I was not exactly sure how it works, to be honest. Oh, 5k combat fame. Here we go. Let's visit quickly. We'll actually need to go with a guild island so we can have 25 laborers at least. This house, amazing. I just care about the chests. House contain furniture. We can do it. Place. There we go. Can we even put everything in this chest? Yeah, this is basically everything I got from leveling. Oh, besides this, but whatever. There we go. So we made half a mil just by leveling up to everything to tier 5. We got a 4.1 bow, which is not bad. We got, these are from basically the camps. Got lucky a bit with exceptional ore, which is good. This is absolute garbage. Holy smokes. 5.3 stone, 8k. Alright. Let's actually go and what we sold. Oh, we sold the souls. Not that it matters, honestly. Okay, let's actually quickly go and complete our daily black zone thing. Whatever it was. I'll take a tier 6. I'll take a tier 5. I'll take a tier 5. Even though we don't really care about that. Okay, I should have had a tier 5 axe as well. I'm not gonna bring Avalonian tools into the black zone. Okay, so I'll buy a tier 5 axe. Alright, let's grab a 4.1, 4.1, 4.1. 4.1. I can take flat 5, and we need a cape. Oof. We need a cape and a helm, to be honest. What do we get? That's a 4.1, and we need a chest and a cape now. We can go with 6, and we need, even though we can go with a 4.1, and we need a cape 5. Tier 5 cape. Oh, that's better. We are roughly at around 1k. Okay, let's quickly add these here so we can go and grab tier 5s, and we grab a pork pie. We need a mount that we can use. What mount do we want to use currently? That's the main thing. I don't want to use a stack. Swift claws, even though they're decent, I'm not sure about the swift claw, to be honest. Armored horse or a horse should do just fine. I have no horse. What the hell? I'll take a swift claw. Yeah, I'll take a swift claw. It's fine. Go. How much do we cost currently? 150k. Yeah, 150k. Yeah, let's go with a swift claw. Since the idea is to pretty much just get our conquest chest by journey, let's go grab some more tier 5 mats. And I love that swift claw skin. So lovely. Okay, what do we need? We need a pork pie. Alright, I'll grab one more. Invis potion, we grab one. Axe. Tier 5. We need a pickaxe. And we need a random axe. There we go. Take. Alright, this should be good to go. Let's swap this, do this and that, and we are good to go. Let's see the conquest challenge. We are at 19.357 until we grab our grand conquest chest. So that's the first thing I want to complete today. Gonna unlock the bronze miner avatar, which means absolutely jack, but actually instead of the pork pie, you know what we're gonna do, boys? We're gonna go with a sniper. Tier 5 sniper. We want food though. There we go. Okay, let's go with a sniper. I'll take one. Take all. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the extra health will be really good, especially with all the gankers active during this time. Let's quickly go to the portal. Try to finish this without dying. I mean, we are not losing anything of value, and after that we're gonna do some gathering in the mists. Hopefully it will be better today. Okay, let's eat some food. Chest, invis, weapon, defense, helm. I'll take the knockback, to be honest. Increase all damage and healing. Boots. We can take Wanderlust, or we can take... yeah, we'll keep it like this. Alright. Need the sniper. We are at 2.3, so that's like 200 extra health. It's not much, but it helps. And let's go for some good RNG with the portals. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Black Zone farming session. And I'm gonna bank these two. Yeah, there we go. Okie dokie, 14k, easy peasy, nothing to worry about. Worst possible location, 6 out of 15. Yeah, let's look for something we can skin or some enchanted mobs real quick before the shield falls down. If we can't find anything, we are moving pretty much. There is a den. There is a smuggler's den. Traveling to a safe location will remove your safe portal binding. No, we don't want to go in case. Usually it's a good thing to have a den closer. Okay, we get a full 5.1. Okay. I was about to say that it will be pretty shitty if the Tedford Cape pulls this as well. But we don't have Tedford Cape. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can skin in peace at least for a while here. It's a tier 6. We are still slow. Ain't getting much, but I'll take a 5.1. Extra crafting, extra gathering fame is not bad. Maybe should have brought the port pipe, but the extra 200 health sometimes is useful when you need to move. Even though these are pretty much like not worth anything. Hello pumpkins, I say. Hello. Welcome. Alright. Let's see, maybe we get something from here. 5k, we have 0 carry weight because of the Swift Claw, so we don't take anything. But I'll try to grab some tier 6 ore. We pushed tier 5 mining today, so we need to spec that up. Also, I want to see the price on the tier 6. How much is it? Oh, it's 2k. It's actually not that bad. I mean, it's not great, but we need to spec it up. And we need to push all our tools. And if you're doing this, if you're trying to get tier 6 in the yellow zones, the safe zones, it's pretty much impossible to grab. It's always done. For some reason, you're a very good fun creator to watch. I'm really glad to hear that. Right, we got 4k. There we go. So far, no one is trying to kill us, which is really good. I don't know why, but so far so good. We have 2 dens, we have safe portal, but we still should be cautious. We cannot grab that, sadly. That would have been really decent amount of money. But we got a hyena. There we go. Let's grab that doggy quickly. Even though that's... Should hyenas be considered dogs or cats, by the way? I think they should be considered more of a dog breed than a cat breed, I think. No, I'm not exactly sure. If somebody's good with biology, please enlighten us. It looks like a dog, but I don't know. It feels it's a dog. I don't know. There we go. I mean, robust hides are not like that valuable yet, but we'll get to the point where we'll grab the valuable stuff. As I said, baby steps and patience is the name of the game. We got a 5.1. Usually, if I die for a 5.1, I'll be pretty sad, but as I said, we need to be tilt proof when it comes down to Albion. If you die, big deal. I don't get people who stress over everything. Oh, I died, big deal, move on. Alright, so far it's chill. We got a 4.1, we got a 4.2, god damn it. Alright boys. That 4.2 would have been good, but hey, sadly we were not able to pick it up. Let's scout for some hyenas close to our portal. Maybe we're not gonna run away immediately. There we go, we got one. Alright, try to pull it. Stay close to our mount in case they come. One was an ox, the other is a horse. We should be good to go. Bad mount. There we go. It's a 4 out of 5. At least the ticks are kind of full. You know, it's not like the best, but it's not the worst. Would have been nice if they were enchanted, of course. How are we doing with the conquest challenge? This is not giving us a lot of might, if any, you know, but I mean, we'll find something to complete where we'll grab some extra might. At least I hope so. Maybe we want to grab a horse. Swift flow is a bit safer, but the carry weight. Ooh, there we go. Low. Exactly what we want. Even though it's just a 6.1. And of course it's one tick, but we take it. We take everything we can. That's the black zone for you. It's basically survival of the fittest. You take whatever you can, whenever you can. Okay, actually let's go down from here, this zone, and scout for more stuff we can grab. Do we want to bother with... Did I check this? Yes, I did. Okay, let's actually go with some tier 6 ore. It's not great, but it adds up, you know. How much is it? 6k. How much gathering fame do we get? Roughly 100. We are at 2%, so otherwise I would probably not bother with a flat. Yeah, with a flat 6. But that's pretty much the highest we can get right now. Also, it's 6 out of 15, but we've seen a guy on a horse and we've seen a guy on an ox. Both could be scouts, but who cares? There we go. Main focus currently is to look for animals. I really want to stay close either to my portal or to the den. There is a hideout, which is unfortunate. There is a whole base of operation here. It's a bit... it's not the wisest thing just to be here currently, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Sadly, we cannot pick these. Usually people in their guild territories and hideouts don't like other people taking their resources, but I don't think that somebody will mind. If we get pork pies, I took a snapper just in case we need to survive. I banged the pork pies. 200 health is a bit useful from time to time. And we're gonna do some Brazilian gathering later, so we can grab that. Yeah, because we are still at tier 5. Big sad, big sad. We are missing on all the money currently. Alright, let's go this way again. Maybe these guys left the 4.2 for us at least. It's not much, but it will add up in the long run. There is a 4.1 and there was a 4.2. Let's take these two. Probably that's the ooh. Probably that's the worst place to fight. I'm so used to having my shield up that for some reason. There we go. 4.2. At least the fame is good. It's not the best, but it's good. We are at 12% towards tier 7, so I'll take it. Ooh. Well, that was a pleasant surprise. A stacked 6.1. Hello. Do you fish? Haven't done that much fishing, but it's good. Like, if you want to do chill fishing, you can do it in the mists. Even though I'm a big advocate for mists, to be honest. I enjoy mists a lot. All type of content. But yeah, fishing is chill. There is a chest, so the guys in the hideouts will pretty much go for it soon. So it will be probably safer to just try and move from this location. There is a 4.1 that is not it's really bad idea to stay here, simply because the people starting to leave the hideout going towards the chest will cross our path, or more likely will cross theirs. So let's go bang, because we're at 57% carry capacity. And as I said, we are using a Swift Claw, so that's not the best thing to do. Let's go to Black Zone. There we go, there we go, there we go. 1.37 million from yesterday. Nothing major. Okay, let's go for a decent zone that we can grab. And we go to Marlock, to Fort Sterling zone. 6 out of 15. Fort Sterling, of course we are close to everything that we don't want to be close, and it's a tier 7 zone. We cannot grab anything here, pretty much. So it's going to be a big waste of time. There is a crate, of course, in the middle of the guild territory. Somebody gathered absolutely everything in this one. Because I would have liked to go this route and try to avoid colliding with the people in the guilds, but yeah, sadly. That's the main thing I dislike about Save Portal. Even though it's good, I like the idea. There we go. I mean, we can't pick anything here. We really need a territory where we can skin. That is good profit actually, pro. Yes. There we go. Give. Oh, come on. 6 out of 15. At least we are not right at the middle of the guild territory. It's a tier 6, so we can maybe pick something from this one. We got a 4.2 pig that we don't care about. Got a 5.1 bear. Let's grab the bear. We'll be cautious. Yeah, maybe we can get a cup, but you never know. There we go. Slowly but surely. We need a chest, we need a smuggler crate, we need something to actually get that grand conquest chest currently. We need one activity or a camp. A small camp would be nice. Can I actually, yeah, we can actually pick that. Even though 5.1 wood is not like profitable. But it's something at the end of the day. Also, we'll need to get wood cutting up as high as we can, so we're gonna grab these. Can we grab that? No, we can't. Alright. There is a chest, but that chest will be scary even to approach. There is a camp, but it's a big camp. We can't be bothered with that. Not with our gear, not in this zone. Hey, direwolf. Baby, maybe? Can we get a baby drop? Yay! There we go, boys. We got the first baby, baby direwolf. Let's move. 300k in the bag. No, I'm not. I'm bailing. There we go. There we go. We got the first baby drop. Look at this build. Direwolf pop. Absolute beauty. And that's what we go profit. I think we've been here. It's a tier 7 zone. Yeah, we've been here. You'll grab some hyenas on the way. That pop was good. Sometimes direwolf pops are really good. They tend to drop, but you know, 300, 400k is pretty much like easy money currently. So we're sitting at probably half a mil already, considering everything we managed to get. So it's not a bad start. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Of course, you need to get lucky with it. 5.1. Man, this portal is placed so bad here. Let's see. I'm looking at least for heinous or something that's not 0.1. 0.2s is what we're looking for. If it's a 6.1, we take it. I don't want to cross the road. I'll take the 0.1 cat just because they're much faster to skin than the birds. It's probably the worst place in the world to set here. But there we go. Okay, let's move from here. Ooh. Alright, let's try our luck with this. If we can, we'll never be able to grab the whole thing, but you know, it will be some good gathering fame from this big chunk of ruinite. No, it's not good fame. Let's move. It's an ox. Is this guy transporting? No, he's not. He's scouting and he's using fire staff, so everybody here is alerted and they are going to defend the piece of rune. Okay, let me just quickly bang that. Okay, give us a good zone. Oh, Highlands. Highlands. 0 out of 5. Possibly. Is this real? Slate? Ooh, Slate? I'm not sure about Slate. Slate is kinda shit. And let's see the price market of Slate. Even though the elementals are okay. The hell is going on with those elementals today? Okay, let's see the price of Slate currently. How much is Slate? 400. Yeah, it's definitely not worth it, but these are at least fast to grab and we are getting some gathering fame. Stone is probably the worst until it's like tier 7, tier 8. Tier 8 stone is pricey, but everything else is absolute garbage. Ooh, we can't grab it. That would have been really good at a 0 out of 5. Chill. Look at this, and we cannot grab it. We would have made so much here. Yeah, we would have made so much here. We can't grab this, we can't grab that, we can't grab anything here. At least the smuggler is great. Hell, why is this crate so far away? Yeah, it will be worth it at the end of the day if we manage to deliver it. But look at this, that was so much money here. Look at this. Yeah, we would have made a bank, but that's why you want all tools leveled up. And that's why it's a game of patience mostly. That's gonna take a while to actually go there. Now that's way too greedy. Not until we deliver the crate. Not until we deliver the crate. Come on, we're almost there. There we go. That's good. We unlock the chests. Now let's see if we can actually grab some wood. I cannot get that. Man, there are so many good resources here. I mean, we need to spec it up. So let's try to grab at least, since it's 0 out of 5 still, I'll try to grab as much crafting gathering fam as we can. Tier 6, are they worth anything? 1k, not bad. It's not a lot, but it's something. That's why we go to Brazilian and we do mist gathering until we have at least tier 6 in every single gathering spec, and after that we can do open world farming, which will be beneficial. But currently we are pretty much risking a lot more than there is to gain from this. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. 4.2. There is so many resources here and we are grabbing a 4.1. Because we can't take anything better. But as I love saying, and I've said many times already, it's a game of patience. Can't take this. That's good money. 6.1 is good money. That's rough logs. God damn it. 5.1 stone. Not worth it really. Wouldn't bother. We're looking for more flat 6.3s. Or maybe if lucky a 4.3 something here. Okay, that's a 6 point. Elementals are annoying and they're worth absolutely nothing. Let's grab some tier 6 ore while we're here and while we can. If it's a chill zone, I'll try to grab as much flats as I can. So, okay. Money wise, absolute dog, but whatever. There we go. Got 2k, so we can pick up some fame, so we can actually start speccing our dual swords with the extra fame we're gonna get from the chest. Our stuff is kinda decent at the moment. Torch is good, but we need dual swords for gathering. Or carving, but carving is ugly as hell. I can't stand the look of this weapon. That 6.1 with 30 ticks would have been so good. But, you know, life as it is. 6 out of 15. Alright, the zone is getting a bit full. There are plenty of resources here that people will contest close to us, so yeah. I'll try to grab as much as I can before I leave. We die with nothing on us pretty much, so it's fine. Was it beneficial to waste time in this zone? I'd say it was okay. Look at this. This is actually pure waste of time, but it's still a 0.3. Right? Let's grab our big chest. There we go. Daily bonus. Nothing. Alright, do we have anything to loot? Nothing. Let's open the chest. What do we have? 600k. Crystallized Spirit is not bad. 400k combat fame. We got a bunch of gold. We got a Swift Claw Club. Got some siphoned energy. Not bad, not bad. Black zone. Go. Let's add these. Let's consume all the gold. 100k, 40k, 20k, 100k, 200k. That's actually decent money. Hello boys, hello Rocco. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. How much is this? 7k, 9k. Alright, not bad. Rocco, we got a direwolf pup. You missed it. Shame, you missed the direwolf pup that we got. It finally dropped. It was... I'll name it Rocco and keep it in my bank. Alright, let's go buy another 200k fame tome. Because we need dual swords. Do I have enough points? Where was it? What's here? 2k. We have just enough. We have 600k fame here. There we go. Alright. Let's quickly go back to... What? Let's quickly go back to Bridgewatch. And pick some dual swords. And we gotta do some Brazilian leveling. The first couple streams, first couple hours into the stream, it's gonna be, I'm well aware that it's gonna be as fun as watching paint dry, but you know, it's part of it, it's part of the journey. Alright, what we want, I'm gonna want a tier 5 mining boots. Okay, we need dual swords. Oh, we need a sword. What was dual? What actually unlocked dual swords? Dual swords specialists. What was it? Was it a one-handed? Yeah, one-hander sword. Tier 3, tier 2. What the hell? Tier 2, tier 3. Dual swords. Tier 4.1 is 15k, 4.3, 300. Ooh, what is 5.1 gonna cost us? 55k for a 0.1. Now we're gonna grab a 4.1 dual. Alright, we go. I think I should have some fame tomes on me in the bank. Okay, let's go back to the island real quick. Oh, I forget. I want mining boots. Tier 5. Okay, we want miner boots. Tier 5. Maybe excellent. 14k. Okay. Okay, we need Skinner garb. Tier 6. Oh, I have tier 6 Skinner. And we're gonna need a Fort Sterling cape. Cape tier 4. How much is it? 100k for a 4.1 cape? But the passive is way too good. It cleans all crowd control effects and debuffs. Let's grab one. 196k. There we go. Alright. And we gonna need at least a stack. Mounts. There we go. 100k. And we should be good to go with our gathering set to do some heavy farming in Brazilian. Okay, let's go to our island. Simply because I finally managed to build a house. Okay, now we need some fame tomes. Right. Can I use any of these? Actually, maybe use. Ooh, there we go, 2.2k. Let's sort this a little bit. Tier 7, tier 7. Okay, we need some tomes. These are tier 6, we can't use those yet. Yeah. Okay, we need some fame tomes actually. Fame tomes. Here we go. I'm not gonna bring Avalonian tools in there. I think we managed to get, yeah, we have 10 tomes here. Sort. There we go. And we have pork pies here as well somewhere. There we go. Alright, let's equip the sword. It's huge waste, but whatever. There we go. I think we need 2. What do we need? 157. Scam. Okay, we're gonna take cleave. Alright. I'm not gonna use, simply because if you use this you are at a loss, so we are not using those. I'll take tier 5, tier 5, tier 5. We take flee. There we go. We put a 4.1 cape, a stag. There we go. Now we actually 849. What is our bonus yield with this? 34% for hide, 35.5 without food, and without stack. With food, 50, 16, 60, 16 plus 50%, so it's 100% bonus on hides. Alright. Actually, we need to do something real quick. We need to, let's put back okay, where is the goddamn druidic stuff? Because I don't want to blow everything. No, it's not gonna be druidic staff. I don't want to blow all the extra fame on nothing. Okay, we'll take this, and we need a head. Maybe we can go with the cow. Right, there we go, there we go. So we're not blowing any of the 600k. Boom, boom, boom. 600k down the drain. There we go. 857, so it will be simply just gathering. Okay, do I want to keep a nah, not really. Makes no sense. There we go, we have one pork pie. We should probably go grab another. Let's use undead cape. No, because this will basically cleanse all crowd control effect and debuff. So if you get ganked, this is usually your go-to. It's much safer. Alright, interrupt, damage deals, bleed, alright, it's fine. Okay. 4.1 swords are not the best, but they're not the worst. Okay, what I was about to grab. Oh, more pork pies. Let's grab 2 more. And we need tier 6 gathering potions. Okay, let's grab like 3. Just in case. Let's go repair and let's go to Brazilian. And see if we have... Undead Cape is good if you're doing PvP, but we are avoiding altercation at all costs pretty much. Let's go to Brazilian 30k. Is what that's a scam. What the hell? That's such a scam. There we go, there we go. And I forgot to bring journals. Classic. There we go. Let's go grab some Skinner journals. I think tier 5 should be good. Yeah, we need some tier 5s. The corpse? Why is there a corpse here? We need a Skinner journal. Gamekeeper. We'll take tier 5. We can take 3, that's fine. I don't think that we'll find that much stuff to skin actually. So yeah, the tier 3 journal, the tier 5 journal should be good to go. There we go. Brazilian mist gathering is not the most optimal because the crafting mats do not cost that much here, but it's the safer option. There we go, so Lito. And let's wish ourselves good luck. And we are in our random tier 6, and now the walking simulator begins. We are looking simply for, you know, for stuff we can grab. Yeah. Without spec, this is going to be awful. But we are grabbing pretty much everything we can grab here. Tier 5s, tier 6s, everything works just as well, yeah, that's gonna be a painful leveling process, but that's the safest thing to do currently instead of the open world, because here we can level up all at the same time. There we go. Get some tier 6 wood. Of course, most of them will have only 1 tick, but it is what it is. We stay near the edge, we grab every single piece of resource we can. We are trying to find some enchanted mist, and we are pretending like it's fun. Yeah, flat tier 5, not great, but it will eventually all add up. We need tier 6 to start making money. Yeah, we're gonna need tier 6 to start making money. Maybe we will switch to a boar after a couple farming sessions. What is the best to sell resources? Should I keep them? Really depends. If you own a stall, refine. If you don't own a stall, pretty much sell. But I'm keeping gold to refine. Honestly, I want to see if we can do some refining. But yeah, if you own a stall or a shop, go and refine. We are gonna pick pretty much every single resource we see in the mist, so we can just at least get those percentages up. Are we gonna make a lot of money early on? Absolutely not. Nothing will be worth a lot of money, but it's all about the pretty much the fame here. It's not about the cash. Flat tier 6 is not great, but that's pretty much the worst process into becoming a gatherer. Overcoming tier 6. That's a tier 5. Yeah, it's a tier 5, but that's tier 6. We are focusing fiber, skinning, and wood cutting. Stone is going to be our least, and mining. Stone is going to be our least trained, or the last, pretty much the last thing we want to get up, simply because the money are not great. But everything else will be good. Fiber is great. Yeah. So it will be just a chill session. But that's pretty much, as I said, the worst, the most painful part of the whole process. There's a 5.1. The fact that you need to pick flat 6s for at least a couple hours. But once again, mists are the best when you're trying to get all at the same time. We have 0 spec in the swords. I'll probably actually pick up at least a 4.3. I don't want to use my escape abilities, but you know. Actually, I'll break aggro with this one, since we don't want to. Can you move away? Thank you. We want your 5-1 brother. Yeah, these are kind of fast together, so. It's gonna be a walking simulator for a while. And until we get back into dual swords, it will be awful. But baby steps until we start making profit. That's why people don't want to bother with Battleground. I like Battlegrounds, but they are not practical outside of ZVZ. Simply outside of ZVZ, they're not practical. They're really slow. They're really slow to get out. They're really slow to mount up. So, I mean, if you like them, you can use them in safe zones, definitely, just because they look cool. Otherwise, I would not bother with them. There we go. More flat 6. We need at least something enchanted. I don't think we've picked a single enchanted resource here. But yeah, it's a walking simulator, and we're playing a... Well, there is a 4.1. You can always take that. But at the end of the day, it's experience that matters. But without max spec, I would not waste time moving around looking for, or pretty much without tier 6. I would not waste time going around looking for enchanted paths. There is somebody fighting. Yes. Is this guy gathering? No. Alright. Let's get out of here. Pretty much. Alright. Do you use them? Nah, I don't bother with them. Okay, let's go bank quickly. Maybe I want to pick 4.3 weapons. Yeah, maybe 4.3 would be nice, but we'll see. Okay, let's bank everything, and it's pretty much gonna be rinse and repeat. Let's grab this back. There we go. But no, I don't really use them. I don't find them like super weird. Sometimes I do use the horse eater just because it's fun if I'm doing some yellow zone farming, but otherwise no. Absolutely no benefit outside of combat. There we go. That could be something interesting. Unless it's all 6.1. If it's tier 6, it will be good. 6.1, of course it is. We can. Oh, it's 5.1. I'll take 5.1. Once again, not the best, not the worst, but until level 6 on everything, we are on the mercy of this percentage going up to 20, pretty much. What do we have? Gathering potion? Yes. Even tier 7 sometimes from enchanted mists. If you get like epic mist, there are tier 7s. And it takes a long time to skin them, so the boosting speed is actually 1 extra tick per potion, pretty much, so it's good. So I always tend to carry gathering potions. Tier 6 is like super cheap, it's nothing expensive, so we don't need to worry about it as looking at it as an expense. Alright, let's see. There we go. But yeah, wood is going to be one of the things that we want to focus. Just a tier 5. Go. Sadly, most of the resources in the mist are gonna be 1 out of 5, but we haven't seen anything skinnable yet, which is interesting. We're lucky with wood at least here. Plenty of wood to chop. And we're gonna spec up tier 6, so the more we could, the faster we could them, so that's gonna be important down the line. With gathering, you gotta realize that everything you do today will help you tomorrow and the day after that. Most of the things that we do are not beneficial now, but will be beneficial in future. Also, the black zone bonus is not that big that it would have been nice. Even though all we get is might, we don't get any bonus from it. But it's safe. It's one of the safest way to go to grab some tier 6 mats. 14k. Up until we get tier 6 tools, it will be pretty much pain. And it's gonna be extremely slow, extremely inefficient, and you won't be making that much cash, sadly. But it is what it is. And that's the main reason why I don't agree with a lot of people doing 0 hero, and they just go into our roads or tier 8 hideout with a friend who's protecting them, and they're like, see, super fast. No, it's not. if you're doing it slow, it's not fast, and it's not easy, and it's not that profitable to begin with early on. So you could make a lot more in yellow and blue zones than you'd be making here, but people want to gather the high-end stuff, so you know, we need to show people how to get to the high-end stuff a more beginner-friendly way. There we go. Should be really careful. There we go. And this guy went in this. The first... Oh. Oh no. Yeah, let's get out of here. That's why you never use an ox in the mists. If they dismount this guy and he gathered wood or stone or anything, he's dead pretty much. And he's not following the major advice that I tend to give people. You need to be alert at all time when it comes down to the mists. There we go. My mouse, it will be always on the stag while skinning. Or while doing any gathering. And I know that there are 4 people, but this is the mist. I'm pretty much feel at home. I'm not worried at all. I'm confident in the mists when it comes down to gathering. I know what can go wrong. Unlike open world, you never know what can go wrong. I want that 5.1 to be honest. Yeah, that's gonna be some juicy 5.1. Got 20k worth of wood, 20k worth of hides. Just staying close to the entrance. You can always go back and check if these guys basically killed each other. That's good. Always try to kite these bastards close to your mount. Make sure your weapon is stacked. I should swap the bear trap to shield, but we'll see. There we go. Now that's what we want to see. Now these elementals are really good. Just because they're super fast to actually gather, and you can get plenty of procs from them, and they're always full. They're always full. They're fast to gather. These are the best. But once again, we're gonna do a lap down, and we'll see if any of these guys actually... Is this setter? Yeah, this is setter. Usually it's not a great idea to use your mobility skills. But since we were exactly near the entrance, it's fine. I tried getting high today, but I did find out playing yellow zone filled with people so much. Yes, so you need to pretty much go to further zones. Also, if you're faction flagged, you get bonus the furthest you are. Alright. Okay. I'm actually tempted to go and scout these guys, but usually doing the safe play is going to be a lot more beneficial than doing the greedy play and see if these guys killed each other. Just stick to the plan, boys. There we go. Just stick to the plan. Gathering is about discipline, more or less. If you're not disciplined, it's really difficult. Okay, let me grab that. 1 out of 5, but still these logs are gonna make us some decent chunk of money. We already can afford a bunch of things. I think we should have around 1 mil in our Brazilian bank. Again, not a lot of money, but it's good money. There we go, legendary mist. Good job, boys. There we go. Legendary mists. I'll regret everything here because it's a legendary mist and it's tier 8 and we can't take anything from here. But we can get lucky. We cannot kill a Fade Dragon with this. Yeah, this is a tier 8 legendary mist. And usually this is what you want, and this is where we make the big money in the legendary mists. Unfortunately, we cannot pick anything here with our current tools. That would have been big money. Everything here would have been big money. That's a tier 7. So I'm looking for at least tier 7 animals, because we can at least skin them. Everything else, do not stop, do not bother, you cannot take it yet. Even though it would be a good idea up until tier 8 to actually use a PvE set rather than a gathering set. We can't, we can take this tier 6, imagine. It's not really worth it, to be honest, currently. They're just tier 4. Most of them are tier 4. If enchanted, I'll skin them. If not, it's not worth our time currently. But yeah, this would have been a great mist if we had tools, but that's why you want your tools. I'm actually gonna swap to a PvE dual swords instead of instead of gathering. Yeah, let's leave the mist. No, let's actually look for animals at least. I think PvE set will be a lot better right now. This stage. Because is legendary mist that great? It is. There we go. Now we just bail. It's a getter according to the mount, but we don't want to fight anybody in this. Simply because we die basically to a 4.3 weapon. And we can't take much, so yeah, rip legendary mist, but you tend to find them. But yeah, legendary mists are great. Alright, let's actually go and pick a PvE set. I'm actually gonna go with Assassin's Jacket simply because we have Invis. Soldier Boots. Usually I'd want Fiend Scalp, probably. We'll see. And we need higher higher tier weapon, but usually mage cow will be great, to be honest. Yeah, I think we want to go with mage cow. Okay, I'm not sure if I have a mage cow anywhere in the bank that's gonna be useful. And Morg Jacket would be a lot better. Okay, there we go, there we go. We get 400k in the bank. Not bad. Not the worst, not the best. Okay. Hey, we get a focus potion. That's gonna be useful. Right. Let's actually bank these real quick. Do we have some spare cash on us? We have 840k. Right. I'm actually tempted to go for a merc jacket, but we don't have spec in any of it. Do I? Yeah, I'm not sure if I want it. Not really sure. What are people using these days with swords? Let's see. What are people using these days with swords? Usually they use like score sandals and whatnot, but yeah, I think. Do you expect to reach tier 6? In O, no. In O, no way, but we'll focus at least on one. Alright, let's get Assassin Jacket tier 6. Flat 6? Or 6.1? 6.1 is 88k. Okay, let's go for a flat tier 6. Let's go for tier 6.1 Assassin Jacket. Okay, quality doesn't matter that much. We can always reroll, but yeah, let's go for 6.1 Assassin Jacket. Soldier boots. At least we can. Soldier boots. Do we want flat? Do we want to go 6.1 on everything? 6.1. Yeah, let's go 6.1. Soldier boots, Assassin Jacket. 6.1, 5.1, 80k, god damn it. 4.1 is 30k. 4.3 is 70. I'm gonna go with 4.1 for 35k. We'll keep the cape and dual swords. We can go with a 5.1 maybe. It's 47k. It's 9. No, we have no spec. 6.1. We can't even use it. 4.1, 4.3, 186, 187. 5.1 is gonna be how much exactly? 47k. Let's go with 5.1 swords. All right, there we go. So we take this. We take purge. We take this. Auto attack speed. We take auto attack speed. We should be good to go. Even though we can swap the cape if we are not going to be in gathering set. Undead cape. How much is an undead cape? 4. How much? 189. Oh, that's gonna be pricey though. Do we really want to lose that much money if we die? 187. 4.2 is 188k. Well, that's a good bargain on a 4.2. Alright. Ah, it's no longer available, god damn it. Got a 4.1, 4.1. Okay, let's grab an undead cape. There we go. Let's make Roku happy today. We're at 983 simply because we have no spec in this or this. Can we push? At least we push over. Heroic Strike. We'll take Cleave. We'll take Cyclone and decrease the damage. And we take attack speed, so we are at 1k. Alright, let's go bank the rest real quick. But this way at least we can pick up some fame as well. And we can't do that much with full gathering set. Let's bank these just in case shit hits the fan. And the bonus gathering guild from 0.5s are not that great, so we are at 1k. Alright, should be good. Alright, let's try out our luck. And we can rat somebody, but we really need dual swords to go up. Because without dual swords, we already have some spec in 2 of the items for this build, so Phoenix Cow will be great to to have spec in general if we ever decide to do PvP. Okay, let's go to Solito and we continue with the plan. What is on the line currently is, well, if we die we lose 600k, so that's gonna be painful. So we are trying not to die. There we go, we start with some fiber. Am I out of pork pie? My food is down? Food is down. Yeah, there we go. Let's grab some of these amber leaf cotton. Cotton is actually selling nice, it's not that bad. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of flat 6 gathering currently, but that's the risk. Cotton is gonna take a long, fiber is gonna take a long time to actually spec into. But we'll do our best, at least it's chill. If nothing else, at least it's chill. See how bad that build is currently. It's not bad. It actually sucks that Brazilian rep is so pointless. Okay, there is a chest. So if there is somebody, which you should always consider, it will attract people. We are kinda agile. We have invis. Do I have invis? I have invis potion. So we should be pretty safe. There we go. But the main thing will be we would love to get some lumber, some woodcutting experience, some mining experience, and animals to skin, because this is going to be our best profit today and for a long time while we do this. Chest has 55 seconds. Sadly, most of the wood will be at 1 out of 5, unless we find elementals. So what I'm doing at the moment is looking for elementals. We kill the elementals, we gather them, and we move on. And we are looking for better mists. 5.2 is literally great when it comes down to our current level of operation. Somebody died here. Just trash, okay. It's common. We are moving towards the next exit. Always keep track of your surroundings in the mist. Always keep track where the exits are. Yeah, I'm gonna take the flat 6. That chest is open, so there is probably nobody, or somebody could be baiting you, but we are going to sniff around the chest. Somebody died, somebody took the chest. Now we know that there is somebody in this area, so we'll be playing super cautious here. If somebody died, that's not a good sign, and they died in rather interesting spot, so they fled the camp, so they were pretty much ganked out of nowhere. But yeah, your mount, keep your mount close, keep your eyes open, and enjoy the music. Can you do something with trash? No, not really. It's just garbage. So don't bother with it. There we go. We got a tier 5. No purge on the helm currently is not like the best, but I think getting spec on Fiend's Cow is actually gonna be more beneficial than rocking some tier 5 gathering gear. At least we are above 1k IP. So if we see somebody fishing, we might be able to maybe fight them. There we go. That's something we like to see. It's much better. Also, it's gonna be much faster to clear the elementals, and these are the elementals we want right now. Tier 6 wood, always good. Always listen for wisp sounds, even though it's really difficult to hear. But yeah, legendary mists, even though they're what you want most of the time. Sadly, we can't do anything, at least without tier 6 tools. You want tier 5 tools to start doing at least some gathering in the mists, where you can progress up to tier 6, but it's painful, you know. Okay. Maybe Merc Jacket would have been a good choice for some life gain, but I'll take the invisibility. There we go. That's just a tier 5, but it's still some fame. There is stone, but stone is not our main focus currently, because stone, first of all, it's heavy, second of all, it's not selling great. We'll eventually need to push stone up. Okay, we need more elementals. There is, yeah, it's just stone. We want the fiber and the wood, since these are going to be one of the most profitable currently. And again, we are looking for animals. Is this just, yeah, this is just a tier 5. Would I bother with them? Well, when there is nothing better to grab, yes, sometimes. Flat tier 5, not really. Dismount. Careful with the trend. I have no idea why these guys actually kept aggro. It's still a tier 5, but that's the best part about mists. You can actually afford to bring a bit more expensive gear than in the open world like zones. Yeah, we see elemental, we kill it. It's gonna be the fastest thing, and we see fiber, we pick it. Besides nature stuff, druidic stuff and nature stuff line in general, probably dual swords is my favorite go-to weapon. Maybe quarter stuff is the only one I would enjoy more, and of course bear paws if we're talking about PvP, but I love dual swords PvP. Sometimes you get too reckless with dual swords and you know you pay the price, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Just a tier 4. Yeah, but that's why we don't bother with those Rocco. It's just a tier 4 animal most of the time. Okay, this could be a bit problematic with our current build. Try not to dismount. But at least we're getting some fame, so that's good. Every single elemental we see, we are going to pretty much grab. We hope for uncommons and rare mists. We can actually pick, yeah, of course we cannot take that. We can actually pick some of the fishing pool as well, so we can do some mist fishing. It will add at least to the cash that we're getting. Hey, your voice is so soothing. I appreciate it, mate. What is your carry weight? Currently, I don't remember the exact stack carry weight. What was it? Increases your max level by 239. It's not much, but the stack is really good. It's a really good budget option when it comes down to gathering mounts. Usually I would love a spectral boar, but right now the risk-reward ratio is not actually worth using a boar. So 100k mount is perfectly fine. But we'll try to take anything we can here. currently. There we go. Give me that fiber without aggroing them up. But as you can see, it's super chill. Like, we've been here for maybe 40 minutes and we haven't even been close to that. You don't need to panic that much. It's a chill experience. Once again, it's a game of patience, but is that a tier 5? Actually, I'll start taking the tier 5s. Since there is nothing better to do, we can take the tier 5s. We can get some spec into birds as well. And we are at 12% skinning, going to tier 7, so yeah. Alright, there is a mist. Usually every single wisp sound should be checked in the here, because you never know what type of mist it will open. It could open a legendary again, but it's not even worth our time going there. What animal has the most carrying weight? Usually the mammoth. After the mammoth, it's the boars. After the boars, it's the stags. But yeah, the mammoth has the best carry weight in the game. That's why it's so efficient to have a mammoth, pretty much. You want the mammoth if you're doing a lot of crafting. For transport, it's risky, because even though it's a big mount, most people tend to ride them naked, and you know, the mount durability is pretty much buffed from your durability. There we go. I almost resetted them up twice. Good job, me. Maybe I'll take Merc Tread. Not Merc Tread. Did I say Merc Treads? Am I playing League of Legends? Maybe I'll take Merc Jacket. Simply because I would like some extra. Because usually you either go Merc Jacket and you get the healing from it, or you go with food that heals, but we cannot do any of this at the moment. Let's grab at least some extra flame while we're here. I'll keep at least one of my escape abilities not on cooldown. There we go. Let's see. Is that? No, it's just a common wisp. There we go. It's a one out of 5 as most, but you never know. Okay, we should be making roughly 100k per outing, or at least 100k per outing. At least at the... Ooh, there is a spider link. Can we kill the spider link? Probably not. I don't think that we can kill spider link. No. Our gear is way too shit to actually kill the spider link. We have no spec in this, so with 1k, after we get some spec, we're gonna bring 4.3. We will use Avalon tools, yes, when the risk-reward ratio, something I use a lot, is actually going to make sense to use them. Because currently it doesn't make sense. 12% yield on a tier 5 tool is not really worth losing 300k in case we get killed. Actually I'm tempted to go with that spider for one more round. We have minute and a half. Come on, Spider-Man. Let's go, buddy. We just need to dodge the attacks. If you dodge the attacks, you should be good to go. Maybe if we keep our... Yeah, we just need to do this. But we have no healing with this. Oh my god. We have no healing, boys. That's the big problem. Yeah. Yeah, we have no healing, we can do it. I mean, we could have do it, but we need just a bit more IP. Hey, just trash. Oi, 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 come here, come here. Come to Papa. But yeah, we'll need a bit more spec into dual swords to start doing the spiders efficiently, but I'll take that 6.1. Right when the mist is about to close. So yeah, the spider, usually it's like 30-40k most of the time, but it's still good. Now let's start looking for a wisp somewhere. Usually 3 or 4 wisps should be down. Alright, can we see a wisp? We can't see anything, we are sent back to proceeding. How do you calculate your risk-reward ratios? I'll put it like in the most simple term possible. If the best I can grab, for instance, is going to be a flat 6 material, right? Flat 6 resource. I'm not gonna carry a tool that will cost more than like 2 or 3 outings in the mists, simply because the 12% out of a flat 6 is not gonna be worth it. If I can grab tier 7 enchanted materials, I'll bring it simply because it's gonna make me a lot of money. Because 6% on top of 12%, which is, it's pretty much probability, it's not 100% certain, is not worth from the 24,000. It's gonna be like 2k, maybe more than this. So losing 300k when you are gonna get like just 2k over this is not really worth it at this point, if it makes sense. Make sure to bring Avalonian tools when you can gather high tier stuff. Otherwise, it's not really worth it. I'm actually tempted to go for better swords, but we need. What is our current level with swords? It will be complete dog. It's an absolute dog level, right? We are 20 and 9. Yeah, that's why we are not doing a lot. Okay, we'll need at least 20 more levels. Okay, let's go repair quickly. Do we have food? We have food. We have two pies, but yeah, you don't carry tools that you're not gonna be able to make your profit back on. They're just not as profitable as you would pretty much lose. Because tier 6, flat tier 6 is one of the worst resources, maybe besides flat tier 5s. Flat tier 5 is absolute garbage. It's dog shit. Alright, let's go down. Actually, I'll take the fame. 6k fame, not a lot, not the best, not the worst. But we take 5k from the mob, we take 6k from this, so it's like a fame tome. Yeah, just a basic bird. But yeah, it's mainly a game of patience, if nothing else. It's a game of how patient you can be when it comes down to gathering, if you're doing it solo. If you're not doing it solo, most of the time it's, you know, you pick a buddy, you go in the black zone, somebody protects the other guy while you skin, you know, but then you need to have a guild who protects the big spawn nodes. And it gets intense sometimes. That's an elemental we can take. But yeah, with a bit of spec in the swords, we'll be able to start taking the spiders as well. We just need a bit more damage. And probably a mercenary jacket. I'll take merc jacket after this. Assassin jacket is really good for the invisibility, but we need some healing. This chest has 126. We'll see if it disappears, since these don't require you to be in a specific range. Spear is great if you're using animal hide poison, but if you're doing it in black and yellow zones, or red zone, because it's still a bit safer than black zones, right? Spear is great because it's going to boost your animal hide poison by a lot, and you can pretty much one-shot the animals, most of the animals. So you pretty much use spear with the crypt candle, because that's gonna be like the highest animal hide poison damage possible combination. So yeah, it's good, but only for safe zones, because you don't want to use animal hide poison, you want to use ambush if you're doing the black zone farming. I can think of a scenario where I'll use animal hide poison over ambush in the black zone. And mists. I mean, lethal mists, lethal soul mists are considered, even though I'm not quite sure if the game, well, it gives you might, so the game considers them as a black zone, even though you don't get the black zone bonus because it's not open world and it's considered safer. But yes, its spear is the best when it comes down to animal hide poison. But if you're not using animal hide poison, spear is not great. I mean, it's still a good weapon, but I would go with something with more mobility. And swords are great because of, where was it? Where was the goddamn thing? Swords are really fun. High mobility, you can hardly be purged when you're using swords, so. But for blue and yellow zones, go with spear. Always go with spear. Or you can go with something like Cursed Theft. Cursed Theft is great in yellow zones as well. Just because the mobs are gonna be pretty much static in your puddles. But once again, Mist, we've been playing in the Mist for 1 hour and we haven't died once. Usually when I say that, it's when I get ganked out of nowhere from someone with Invis Potion and I die, but that's how safe Mists are. I'm bringing in like 600k worth of gear without even being worried that much about it, but we are playing safe and we are cautious. Chest disappeared, we are not alone here, keep that in mind. You see somebody, you ditch everything and you run. You don't think, ooh, I can fight that guy. No, you can't. This should be your mindset when it comes down to gathering in the plague zone. You can't fight that guy. Just move. It's not worth dying over false sense of security. You never know if it's just this guy or if there is somebody else. So we are doing just our chill running simulator. We are looking for elementals, we are looking for enchanted nodes, we are looking for fiber. Fiber is pretty much, fiber and wood is good to pick off the ground. I'll take those flats. Just so I can get the spec into it. But as you can see, it's taking a lot of, it's gonna take a lot of farming to push it. But at least it's safe. People are always amazed when I keep saying that Mr. Safe Zone. Mr. like the yellow zone of the black zone. What is your problem? Why? Just a tier 4. Just a baby. Of course open world will be more beneficial, but gathering in the mist also helps a lot with pretty much people anxiety to be in the black zone. You get used to the fact that you can't get this. This would have been nice. Keep hearing sounds. Let's pick that. It's just 4.1, but We'll take it. We'll take that. You pretty much look for scraps at this point. If at higher spec, yeah, I'll go with Merkjack, yeah. If at higher spec, when it comes down to gathering, when it comes down to the last 5 minutes of the mist, it's best to start looking for other mists. Maybe you can find something enchanted instead of going for these floods, but. And if it was not in Brazilian, the prices would have been a lot higher for crafting mats. But simply because a lot of people are doing gathering in Brazilian mists, the black market price for crafting mats is not that great. And also, not a lot of people are doing crafting here, and it's tedious to actually transport mats out of Brazilian. Yes, after tier 6, we are going boar, definitely. Simply because we'll be able to pick up a lot more valuable resources, and I would love to be able to pick more of them. But as of now, up until tier 6, we are just gonna be sitting on a stack. But once we hit tier 6 on everything, we are going for the boar. Of course, meanwhile, I'll try to get some extra fame for my weapon, just so we can deal with the spiders, because not killing spiders today lost us probably like 100k. Sometimes you get a jackpot, so maybe we lost even more. There is somebody. No panic. Inspect the dude. Crossbow. He is out for blood. I don't want to fight a crossbow. Is there something else that I see potential? Yes, I would love to skin that. Now what we can do is go back, see if this guy is chasing. This guy is chasing. So we just leave. It's not worth it. You can craft potion or cap. We can do some potion crafting. We enter a different mist. It's not worth when there is somebody with. So why am I always on the opposite side of the chests? Shame. Ooh, 4.3 wood. There we go, boys. Got something good. Look at this, 15k. But it's a game of patience. There is an elemental that I want. So we go back. Let's grab this elemental real quick. No. We started out with a 4.3, which is good. We'll pick up a tier 5 elemental. Once again, set our logs, not the best, not the worst, but it's something to pick. At the moment we are doing a mix of both, you know, fame farming and gathering, but simply because I wanted to make sure that my PvE weapon is stacked. We haven't put that much effort into our main gathering / PvP weapon. That's gonna be yo, I'm back, the giveaway I never win. Welcome, Light. You missed out the 25 mil one. I was pretty positive that you win it, but you never know. We'll never know. We can only speculate. We can only speculate I mean, I'll say that you were about to win it, you know. But, unfortunately, you missed it. It was 25 mil, bro. Good evening. Oh, Mystics. I can never win, you know that. Nah. You win eventually, mate. What the hell? Did I cancel? What's good, Mystics? Welcome. We are pushing our gathering tools. We are doing some mist gathering. It's a good day, you know. Haven't died yet. Simply because there are no rats in the mists. Trying to get some dual swords. When I said that there are no rats in the mists, of course we have a rat in the mists. Now, let's see if this guy actually dismounted. He did not. Alright. I can go in this, I can run away, it should be fine. I really want to get my gathering fame. Okay. And this guy's... Oof. This guy is out for blood. He'll dismount. He'll try to E me. And there we go. He's trying to get in range. So my gallop ends. Let's see. Did he went in this? Why there's always people when there is animals to skin? God damn it. Let's see if this guy's still here somewhere. I think he went in this somewhere. Did he? No, he thought I left actually. I think he thought that I left. It's fine. Actually, I want to be closer to my mount. I can't leave a tier 6. Standing here, alone. We rarely see tier 6 animals in the mist, so I'm not gonna leave one standing here. Sometimes you gotta make sure that you check your surroundings. I did miss all day and gained about 1 mil. That's not bad, it's not bad. It's a pain in the ass. I need to get to tier 6. After we grab tier 6 it will be a lot more cash. But tier 6 is gonna be the difficult part to overcome. Tier 5 allows us to actually, you know, get closer to the money part, but tier 6 is when we'll start making money. Even though if it's purely for profit, I could do yellow zone gathering and be completely stocked on silver, but we want to show people how to do the end game stuff, right? There we go. Nah, that guy thought that I leave probably. Oh no. This guy went to this. Okay, let's go bank. Let's go repair. Oof. Do I want a merc jacket? Decisions. Do we want a merc jacket, boys? I really want a merc jacket, but no. It's not the smartest thing to do. Alright, let's bank everything. So 147k. I'm doing fine. For the current gear level, for the current gathering spec that we have. Let's go repair. That's the only thing I dislike about Brazilian. Everything is so spaced out. It was the other guy. Okay, can you repair us, please? Thank you, thank you. Let's go back. No. Alright, we'll go back to our market and then go back up. Hello. Why couldn't I join the 26 million giveaway? Oh, the 26? When are we doing that one? When are we doing the 26th million giveaway, like? But you can definitely win that one, you know. Light, at least I hope you win a husky today, you know. It's not much, but it's something, you know. Okay, let's start from here. Come on, give us something, give us something. No elementals, no animals. You got a flat 5 I don't want to bother with, even though with nothing else it's not that bad of an idea. We start with a flat 6 ore, which is okay. It's okay. At least it procced. Don't want to bother with that anyways. And stone is such a scam, to be honest. Pick the worst possible way. There we go, more flat 5. Man, what's going on with that mist? Not a single elemental. What's wrong with that mist? That mist is so scammy. Do we want to bring a fishing pole, guys? That's the main question. Why not? If we can't pick anything else, we can do fishing, right? Yeah, whatever. I'll pick the tier 5's game. Okay, I'll pick the flats. Don't worry about it. I don't know even why I'm carrying like skinning journals at this point. Okay, give me this. She takes like 1 hour with no spec. Tier 6 flat is so slow. It's unreal. But with nothing better. Wait. We are off route, boys. We are off route. There we go. At least we got a piece of wood here that we can chop. At least this. Actually, usually if we go into a yellow zone, we could spec up a little faster, but it's not that exciting, you know. People are looking for excitement. That's why we are doing the slower way, but the more fun way. Okay, there is stone again. Like we care about it. Somebody went in front of us, ahead of us, and picked everything. Good for him, bad for us. But it is what it is. At least he's not picking the pieces of wood that are... Hey, there we go. Doggy, please go back, doggy. You, sir, or whatever you call an elemental. You are what I need. I almost reset it. There we go. Now that's much better. That's what we want. We want elementals. Extremely fast together. Extremely efficient. In terms of money, kinda bad, but you know. We are not here to make money, we are here to build. And that's gonna be probably the only elemental we'll see today. So we're gonna pick the flat 6 wood. By the way, what games you're playing besides Albion? I don't think I've picked any other MMO since I started playing Albion. I tend to miss Guild Wars 2 from time to time. It was really fun playing Guild Wars 2. I haven't played Fishing Project. No, yes, depends. In the Mists, yes. Okay, I'll take the tier 5 game. Okay, game. Imagine if these two share a diagram. Yeah, fishing is good. It's just way too click intensive. That's the only reason why I don't like it. You need to click a lot. We need to feel at least the journals. If nothing else, that's just a tier 4. We don't bother with it. At least the tier 5s, even though they're worst when it comes down to cash. Okay, we get an elemental we don't want. Get a fiber. We'll actually take that elemental. It's a tier 6 elemental, it's good. We'll grab the turbulent mist. Let's see what it's all about. Wait for that. Mount up. Run. Boots. Weapon skills. Just run. Just run. Boots. Weapon skill. Weapon skill. This spot. Weapon skill. In this. Remember it that this was the day that you almost managed to catch Captain Jack Sparrow. The chance of this guy catching me with swords is close to non-existent. If that was open world, we were dead. Nothing we can do in the open world. Absolutely nothing. He wanted us. We seemed juicy to him. Okay, let's go check the cotton. I don't know why he bothered, honestly, but... But yeah, usually that's how you escape with your gathering set. And I don't have mining boots. With miner boots it's much easier to actually escape those guys, but... You just need to be calm and collected when you get ganked in the mists. But if I'm fishing, I'll probably never be able to react on time. It's not like he would have gained much, but it's good money for him. He was impatient though. If he was a bit more patient, maybe there was a chance of him catching me, but... Also, I don't know why he went the opposite way after I went in this, but that was rather interesting. But in the mist we feel at home, as I said plenty of times. There is a chest. 1 minute. There is somebody behind me. I can feel it. Okay, let's sniff around the chest. It's a shit chest. We head this way, so we keep some distance from the chest, but we are not too far away because maybe there is nobody. We stay mounted. Okay, so far I can't sense anybody. I think there was somebody behind me, but not quite sure. Okay, let's just sniff. Be careful so the trends do not actually dismount you. Take the 4.2. Okay, check again the chest. I see nobody. It's probably gonna be a shit green chest. Always stay on your toes, be ready to run at any given opportunity. 10 seconds. Keep your mount extremely close. Max range chest. Mount close. It's a shit green coffer. At least we get some might from opening the chest. 23k. There we go. Leave it. Actually, do not grab the whole chest because it's if you grab now. This is a small pro tip, guys. Do not grab the whole chest. When you're doing mist gathering and you manage to snipe a chest like we just did, do not grab everything from the chest because the chest is going to disappear from the map. And if there is somebody, what tier? We are pushing 6 currently. We are sadly we made it to 5. But skinning is almost 7. But yeah, small tip: if you're doing gathering in the mists, do not grab everything from the chest because the chest will disappear from the map, and people will know that somebody picked it. There is a small delay where you can simply run away. So yeah, just play with their minds. And always stay on your toes. As this guy tried to gank us, he did the best he could. Sadly, for him, he was not successful with the gank. Always keep at least one of your escape skills off cooldown, just in case we cannot mount up. We see elementals, we pick elementals. Main thing. Look for mobs and the way they move. If they make a sudden move in a direction, they are aggroing somebody most of the time. So yeah, in the mists you need to use... Ooh, is that? Yeah, somebody took it. So this guy is pretty much on the other end of the map. You never know where the mist will lead him to, but we are close to an exit, so we are not worried at all. Also, he's not mounted. Keep that in mind. What is best build to run from the ganger? Just add minor boots. Do this, and this build is great to escape. It's pretty much an escape build. Well, not a full escape build, but if you add minor boots, it's a really good escape build. Simply because you have a lot of mobility on your weapon. Let's pick that. Of course, it's more about how careful you are and if you're paying attention to your surroundings. But swords with assassin jacket is great. And just to be careful, I'm using Undead Cape right now. Simply because we are not using full getter build. So the Fort Sterling, hey, god damn it, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah, this guy could be anywhere, to be honest. That's actually a 5.1. Again, not really worth a lot, but we're doing it for the fame. Because elementals are just so quick to gather. There we go. There's the guy who actually picked the wisp. He is kinda shit. I wanna make sure that he either leaves or we can red the guy. Usually that's a target you can red. Let's see if he left. Or he went in this. Alright. 754 item power. We should be winning this any time of the day. Even though it's a staff with high burst damage, we should be good to go. Now we go back to our route. Of course, we can still get ratted by the guy, so he's most likely looking for somebody to rat, and we have 0 healing on this. So never underestimate pretty much anybody in the wild, because they have the best flee ability. It's super fast. Why are your boot get purged? What? I'm actually sick of demonstrating why people think that boots are purgeable. I'll give you like 20 chances to purge my boots. I'll give you 20 chances to actually purge my boots, if I'm using minor boots. People think that it's super easy to purge boots because they haven't played against people with swords. Oh, we did not pick up the baby. God damn it, that was a baby drop. Oh, I got distracted. We ripped the baby. But yeah, boots, it's really difficult to purge boots when people do not start panicking and use boots first. If somebody panics and uses their boots first, yes, you can purge them. But if they do the proper rotation, they start with ambush, then they use their weapon skills to actually go ahead of you, and then use boots, you're not purging anything, my friend. That baby drop was so sad. But yeah, it's all about how you play. Everybody says, oh, boots can be purged. You can purge anything. But the fact that you can purge boots doesn't mean that you should not use boots. Pretty much saying that boots can be purged, it's like saying that you can be hit by a car on your way to work. Yes, it can happen. Will it happen? Probably one day. Should you not go to work? Probably you'll still go to work even though there is a chance for a car to run you over. That's really not the best place to be right now. It's 4.1. Yes, boots are purgeable if you're not being careful how you're using them. Man, I'm so sad I did not pick up that baby. fighting this guy. Let's scout quickly to the next exit. We have a lot of advantage on this guy when it comes down to terrain cover. If we see an elemental, maybe. If not, we just bail. But yeah, boots can be purged. Anything can be purged. That's a bit crappy. That's a rat. Plenty of rats. Let's go bang these. Okay. Let's go bang because the carry load is not in our favor. Go. Okay. Almost a mil. Almost a million. What we sold? Uncommon pine logs. Oh. Why the hell do I have pine logs? I have no idea why do I have pine logs. Okay. Oh, I forgot my cotton. Tier 5 cotton. Big deal. It's gonna be the least of my concerns that I'll lose 20 pieces of cotton. Okay, that's not a great start if somebody's looking for the Nightfall Abbey. So we want to pretty much run away from the Abbey. Somebody took it, which is good. Alright. We need elementals, 5.1 wood. Do we care about that? Oh, it's not the best, not the worst. Hey Mystics, good night. I'll be going to sleep in like 30 minutes as well, so. Let's go pick up this 5.1. We'll definitely need to pick that as well. Not the best, not the worst. Okay, let's pick up that flat 6 fiber. That elemental is one of the few where I don't really want to kill. Why don't you wear getting gear? What's the point of wearing tier 5 gear? It's simply not worth it at this tier to wear it. You're at like 987 when it comes down to item power. At tier 7, tier 8 you should, but lower tiers it's just not worth it. It doesn't give that much. Even though there is point in time where it's extremely efficient, but at this point in time it's just not that great to have it. Okay, why can't we see anything useful here? Oh. Hello. There we go. We got a 4.3. Not bad. Not the best, not the worst. Decent money. Yeah, that's the main reason. It's just not a lot currently, and it's safer to just go with a PV gear. Also, I wanna spec my my swords, so it's much easier to kill stuff with PV gear. If I had more spec into dual swords, I would not, but simply because it takes ages to even kill the elementals without any gear. Nightfall, I'll be spawning everywhere I'm going. Okay, we can't pick that. $40, $50k, not bad. How are we doing with the Conqueror challenge? We have 200 points. Nothing major. At least at 2k points we can pick the chests. It's 5.1. There is a tier 6 tier 6 wood. Yeah, makes sense. Every question is important. Let's grab that. But simply without spec in the weapon, it takes a lot of time to kill any of the elementals. With some spec in the weapon, it's going to be much easier. And at tier 7, we are definitely gonna start rocking the gathering boots. Maybe tier 6. I'm gonna go with gathering gear, but up until then, we'll be using our PV set. Also, we can red somebody, you know, while we are leveling, because it will add to the profit. And we can pick up at least these, because it's kind of free, it's free fame, pretty much. It's like, considering the mob and freeing the wisp is like more than 10k, so it's like a fame tome from time to time. What do we got? Extra fame, which is good. Okay, we managed to free 30 wisps in so little mists. Well, that's something. Is dual sword better? Carving is probably better, but I just don't like the model of the weapon. It's personal preference for me. I just can't stand the model of the carving sword. I don't know, it just looks hideous to me for some reason. That's the only reason why I'm not using carving. I would go carving. I just don't like the weapon. If there was a skin for the carving sword to make it look a bit more presentable, maybe I'd go, but yeah, that's just personal preference currently. But carving will be probably best in slot. Okay, we have no invis potions, we have no food. We're close to turbulent mist, which is never a good idea when gathering. These are weird. These are moving kind of weird. Yeah, carving is the way to go. You can even go bloodletter, it's fine. Bloodletter is good as well. No. Couldn't care about the granite, to be honest. But yeah, tier 5 to tier 6 is tedious, to be honest. Stone is going to be the last one we focus on. We focus on wood, mining and fiber beforehand. We just need to start chopping those. When we start chopping those at least a bit faster, then it will be much easier to do something more profitable. Oh my god. Nah, I thought it was uncommon mist. What the hell? Oh, there it is. Just a tier 5, but elementals are the way to go. Okay, we can grab these too, if nothing else. Does the maximum that bags can hold really depend on the bag, to be honest. For instance, this one increases by 103, but I'm using a 4.1. I don't remember the exact number on a tier 8, but usually tier 8 will be best. I have no spec in dagger. Yeah, I have no spec in dagger on this one as well. I have no spec in swords as well, so. But if you have spec in swords, swords are going to be the better option anyway. Ah, the things we do for fame when there are no elementals. There we go. Hey, we got an elemental. It's actually one of the good elementals. Yeah, it's pretty much elemental after elemental. If you get lucky to find more elementals in a mist, it's great, but besides the stone elementals, I just don't want to bother with them at this point. Stone is so not worth it. Stone is probably the worst one. 5.3 stone cost like 1k. It's so sad that we missed that we did not manage to pick up the baby drop. Is that a tier 5? It's a tier 5. Let's look for a mist. Or something better while we are running out of time. I'm hearing a lot of mists. Right, let's go with this one. It's whatever. There is fiber, but it does not look promising. I don't know, sometimes you can just feel if a mist is gonna be a fail or not. If I don't see elementals early on, I know it's kinda shit. Well, actually we should start killing the tier 5 cats. Just for extra skinning fame and a chance to get a baby. Stags also. We need to push skinning. So yeah, we'll be skinning the animals, unfortunately. Hell. Okay, this is a boring elemental. This is not the way. This is the way. Thank you, thank you. The hell is going on with this mist? This mist is such a failure. Yeah, let's tier 4. Who cares? We need that experience. Also, these are kind of fast to scan, so. And we need to fill at least the journals. Let's check this place. Plenty of tier 6. But again, no elementals. That was a 5.13. Sometimes mists are a bit sad. Let's pick up at least the favor, if nothing else. And we are pushing some swords back up. While you stop black zone. It's technically a black zone gathering, but mists are way safer, to be honest. It's a lot more relaxing. I enjoy mists a lot. It's super chill. That's the main reason. I just like how chill the mists are. It should be considered black zone. It's still lethal zone. You can get killed, you can lose everything, but it's a bit on the safer side. Mists are like the yellow zone of the red zones. Also, sometimes you can get pleasant surprises, and 0 spec in weapons sucks. Oh my god! And we reset. Can we? Can we cheese it? Of course we can cheese it. What do you mean? There we go. Sometimes you need to be cheeky when it comes down to twists. But yeah, you just go to the edge, you reset that mob because it takes him ages to walk back, and until it gets to his position, it won't attack you. So you can grab them, free the mist and free the wisp, and just bail. You know, the fame is it's like 30k fame, but okay. Why is there not a single elemental in this mist? Okay, let's swap. This mist is awful. Not a single animal, not a single elemental. That's one fail mist. What the hell? It's one of the worst mists I've been in. There's absolutely nothing to grab here. I've seen worse though. Okay, let's go bank. We got roughly 150k, so we don't want to lose it. Well, it's 150 because of these 50, but still, we have like 100k. Get Gancaster and missed, and die by 8 for Flame Waker. Oof. The problem with Flame Waker stuff, it's difficult to escape those pricks. They have so much mobility. Let's grab another port by tier 8, tier 7. Okay, let's grab one more. This 12k. These invest potions are dirt cheap here. Okay, let's go bank. Rotation. Yeah, sometimes you get killed in mists. It's still safer than open world. Okay, we almost made a mill. Slowly but surely. Hello, mate. Welcome. Fire stuff is usually a pain in the ass to deal with. They're glass cannons, but they hurt a lot. Sometimes I do consider going like fire stuff and shield for gathering, just because it's annoying and you can one-shot people with proper spec, but let's go to a couple more mists. Okay, at least I'm seeing elementals, which is something. Okay, just a tier 5. It's better than the last one. Yeah, slowly but surely we'll take the percentages off. Oh my god. It's gonna go. Actually, I'm not going back. Is that Brazilian portal? What the hell? No, I don't want to return to Brazilian. Oh my god. I guess we'll need to. There is a awakened wisp. Of course, when there is like 25 people on the map, there will be awakened wisp. Let's just scout for something valuable until the next exit. Of course there will be awakened wisp. These guys picked it up. Did I enter Greater Mists? There's absolutely nothing. Oh my god. Ah, hell. There's a tier 5 early. But that's pretty much like nothing you ask for that. Take whatever you can afford losing, yes. Alright. Actually, you know what? Let's go do some like zone gathering. Let's try some safe portals. Lose everything and cry. I want to get some skinning levels up. If we die, we die. Come on, where was the damn way? This way. Let's go do a couple of safe portal routes. There we go. Not the wisest idea, probably, but okay. Probably want a different mount, just because this will be way too easy to dismount. Yeah, this is going to be easy to dismount. Okay. Swift Claw? No, Swift Claw has 0 carry capacity. Okay, let's go with... let's go with a Warhorse. 100k rip. Okay. There we go. Pony is much better. $36k, what the fuck? Okay. 16 out of 50. 36k teleport. And I'm right in front of the base. This is fucking scam. This is absolute scam. This is an absolute scam. Rip 36k for absolutely nothing. It puts you in a full map right in front of a guild base. Of course I'll be close to it. Okay, let's see if there is at least some skinnable animals. It's a tier 5 zone. Oh my god. That's why I keep saying that safe portal is the biggest scam. Can we at least get some fame with the dual swords? That's the best place to get ganked, by the way. There is a power core. Okay, at least we can get some fame. I fucking get it. Safe portal is such a scam. Get placed in a zone where .4.1, the best the game has to offer. Tier 4, the best the game has to offer. My god, and there's absolutely no point in being here currently, but let's at least grab the fame. At least we can spec up the weapon. There's somebody died. Need to leave. What the hell? By how doing? Ah, fine. I'm doing a couple safe portal runs before we end the stream. 100k down the drain. Absolutely nothing. Same zone. What's wrong with this? Safe portal is such a scam, it's unreal. Okay. Somebody is skinny here. Yeah, safe portal is one of the biggest scams in the game. At least open world you get the black zone bonus. In the mist you don't get the black zone bonus. There is a chest, there is everything that will lure people this way. Oh my fucking god. This is absolutely awful. Maybe at least we can get a tier 6. It's a 1 out of 5. Oh boy. We can't get this because we don't have the skill. The only thing worth grabbing, we can't grab it. It's tier 5. 12%. This is absolutely 1 out of 5. It's 2 out of 5 at least. Yeah. Safe portal sometimes is absolutely waffable. Just mind your business, thank you. That mob was friendly. Oh my god. Of course that's gonna be a lot better when it comes down to skinning, but it's a lot more riskier. Oh. Usually that's the time where we get ganked and we die. It's 1 out of 5. Of course it's 1 out of 5. And this one is 1 out of 5. At least we're putting some percentages down. We're straying away from the safe portal, which is not good. 16 out of 50. Zone is getting full, but I'll try to get as many of these as I can. At least tier 6 is decent gathering fam. Our viewers said yesterday we're trying, mate, we're trying. It's like gathering, you know? Baby steps. Take small steps, but we keep taking them. Okay, I don't like the feeling of that. Somebody died. There is somebody. Yeah, it's time to ditch. Alright, let's go back. Very nice. Pretty much bridge watch zones tier 8. Is it worth counting on it? Not really. Unless you are specifically targeting a mammoth and you're out with a group. 42k, what's wrong with the prices, mate? If it puts me in the same zone. Yeah. Hell is going on, bro? Always when there is a good gathering zone. I don't care. Honestly, I don't give a shit. See what this guy's coming back. He's not. Always when there is something to skin. Did we get a baby? We got a baby, there we go. Okay, that's actually the 3rd baby we get today. It's not really a guild, it's just so I can grab a guild island one day or another. I was never a fan of, you know, guilds as a concept. Yeah, usually when there is something to, some resources to get in those zones, there is plenty of people. Maybe we should make it a thing, you know. Okay, that was a good proc. There's plenty of people, so even if I don't want to, I'll have to stay close to the portal. .1, not the best, but yeah, open world is a lot more efficient, and you get a lot more when it comes down to gathering fame. That's true, but it's a lot more unsafe. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You gotta risk it for the biscuit, I guess. It's 7.1. Is it worth dying for 1 out of 5 tier 6s? Probably not, but we can try. How much fame do we have on this one? Not a lot. It's a fresh character, pretty much. Fucking hell, boy. Fucking hell. That was close. Okay, let's do one last portal and give away a husky. Running out of silver. We've spent like Tiger always have. Yeah. And oof, look at this large treasure chest. What zone it is? It's tier 5. Of course. Road here. Yeah, this zone is absolute dog. It's absolute dog shit zone. Absolute dog shit zone. $26K. With this zone, we are not even paying the this list. Okay, at least we got an. Oh boy. Let's go for something decent here. Maybe tier 7 would be nice. Is that a spider link? It is a spider link. Our chance of actually beating the spider with this gear. Oof, I don't want to bet on it. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? The hell? There is legit nothing. If that's not a scam, I don't know what's a scam. Is this the thing that is supposed to be? Let's give the spider a go. Oh my god. Main problem is no healing. There we go. Slave. my god, 5.3. Okay, let's take that. It's actually quite good. It's tier 7. Let's look for something. Is that? No, that's a common. I mean, that skin zone was a bit of a scam. A Fey Dragon. And we are probably not being able to get it. Why we have no spec when there is a Fey Dragon? Oh my god. Move speed decreases the damage target deals. It's nothing. Can't leave a Fey Dragon sitting here. Or mount. Yep. Yeah, without heal, it's pretty much impossible to do it. God damn it. I hate this chest piece. Alright. Lesson learned. If you want to do PvE, bring better gear. Yeah. We're actually gonna swap this chest, and we're gonna go with Merc Jacket on this one. Alright. Oh, safe portal is right there. Yeah, let's go to the safe portal, call it a day. It was still a bit of a progress. But tomorrow we'll be going to the mists with a bit more gear. Probably full 4.3. Should be more than enough. Alright guys, let's go and do the Husky giveaway now. There we go. Everything that's coming from the black zone goes to the black zone. Besides this, we can take that. Okay, where are the Huskies? Wait, where are the Huskies? There we go. Let's go to the island. Okay, feel free to type down your in-game names if you want to participate. Since we can miss somebody. Taking all sorts of your names. If you want to participate in the giveaway for the Husky, we take that from here. How much do we have for the 5.3? 1.1k. No, not reward. Alright, boys. I'm taking EU names in the chat so we can do the giveaway. Go random wheel name picker. Go. More takers would be nice. Rocco. Make sure not to forget. Fire. There we go. Got you both. Got both of you guys. We need more people. It's 07. You have time up until 10. NA, never mind. There will be Huskies for NA viewers, but I'll have to set it up tomorrow. Yeah, we'll set some. I'm setting up Huskies for NA as well, but it will be probably for tomorrow's stream. Let's give people a bit more time. Actually have a mark jacket here somewhere. Yeah, Roku, we got a direwolf pub today. Do we have a mark jacket somewhere? That's tier 2. Wait, not a single mark jacket dropped. What the hell? Because we'd like some healing with this one. Okay, we got more takers, or we do not. Otherwise, Roku will be the sole winner. And if I manage to remember my NA account password, we'll give a Husky on NA as well. Alright, so it's past 10. We have nobody on EU except Rocco. Oh, big sad, I guess. Okay. Well, Rocco, I guess nobody wants the Husky. Throw away. I'll throw in a Morgana Raven as well. There we go. If there are no takers, give you boys a minute. Alright, let's do it this way. Okay. I don't think that today we need to do any rolling, simply because it's just Rocco. There you go. Feel free. Okay, let me just do something real quick. Where was that? There we go. Not sure if I can remember it. I have one from a really long time ago. Okay, let me see if I can remember what my NA account was. No, not really. Okay, let me see. It's not this one. I'm trying to figure out what my NA account was. One of my NA accounts. Let's see this. No. Hmm. God damn it, what was the name of the goddamn account? Because I had some spare gold lying there. Okay, I'm juggling between like shit tons of accounts currently. No. A bit. God damn it, what was the... God damn it, I can't seem to figure out... Yeah, we'll have to leave the NA for tomorrow. I'll give it a couple more tries. But I'm looking for a specific account on NA. Okay. Nope. Okay, let's do this real quick. maybe. I'm trying to figure out something real quick. But yes, sadly the Husky is gone. Okay, let's see if I manage to grab the... Yeah, mod pass for sure, but when you have like 20 different accounts, it's kind of shit. Alright, finally. There we go, we're on NA. And I haven't played this in like ages. Holy smokes. What do we have here? We have 2 mil. Let's see if we have something in the bank. Who plays Shadow Color? What the hell? What's that build? Okay, boys, let's witness some history. What the hell? Can't move. And people say there's not a lot of people on NA. What the hell? I don't have premium. Wait, at least I have an island on this one. Okay, let's see the bank. What do we have in the bank? Absolutely nothing. 1 mil left. It's my PvP set for arenas. Oh my god. Man, I haven't logged in this since forever. What do we have here? We have 30 mil here. Why do I have why do I have 8.3 shadow color in here? And I have all weird stuff here. What do we have here? 1 mil. Absolutely nothing dog shit. Absolutely nothing dog shit. We have 700k worth of random garbage. We have 2 mil worth of random garbage. Okay, bear pulse. There we go. Alright. We have roughly 30 mil here. 13 mil. Oh, we have a bunch of mounts we can give away. Yeah, you can tell. Okay. There was a chest with at least a bunch of money. 30 mil. 1 mil. 200k. 702. There was a second chest. There we go. We got a bunch of stuff we can give away on NA. There we go. Actually, let's give away something to our NA friends as well. Okay. If somebody's still playing on NA, let me get rid of this garbage real quick for you. Do we have people on NA? If we have people on NA, raise your hands. What we're gonna go with? Let's do a Black Panther. Who is NA? We can do a couple of NA giveaways as well. Let's start with a Black Panther. Wow, co-owners, deleted character. Interesting. I haven't played this since forever. 58 offers, what the hell? Yeah, my Wildfire PvP set for the arenas. Hey, good old times. Yeah, if there is someone on NA who wants to... oh, you have a... Hey, you have an NA account as well. Yeah. I've been playing a lot of edgy weapons on NA. Even though I've sold like big portion of everything here. Or we can actually do the NA giveaways from tomorrow, since nothing is set up. Yeah, let's do the NA giveaways tomorrow. I'll set it up after the stream. But yeah, thank you guys for participating. See you tomorrow, same time, and we will do NA and EU giveaways for a while, at least until this account runs dry from everything that it has. So yeah, peace guys.